Ever since I was a child, I've heavily struggled with being addicted to video games, porn, junk food, you name it. And I always try to do like the normal stuff, like studying, talking to people, socializing. But I never really ever felt any joy. And at that time, I didn't even know, like, oh yeah, because my dopamine receptors are fried. I just felt like this gray, empty existence. Like I did not feel any joy like I used to as a kid. Like, how interesting is that? Done with the school, talking to my parents, go back in my room, and then it begins. Like a fucking rat, just jumping from video games to porn and fapping to social media. Just constantly like a fucking drug addicted rat or some fucking pigeon. The funny thing is, I always thought that, oh yeah. I guess the normal life is just like that. I just don't find normal people interesting. Yeah, they're just boring. But it was me whose fucking mind was so messed up because of all this fucking addictions. I was not addicted to drugs, but I was an addicted person. Today we're gonna dive deep into why it occurs and how you can break free of these toxic fucking modern addictions that have taken over your life. To first understand addictions, we need to understand how our brain works. So, inside our brain, you already know it. You got the amygdala, prefrontal cortex, the cerebellum, and the neural circuits inside the brain. So there's a certain reward system inside our brain. You know that, right? You've heard that in biology, right? And it has the dopamine receptors. So when you do some of these pleasure inducing activities, when you start smoking, you smoked some cigarette, you got smoked some weed, you watched fucking porn, you ate the junk food, you played video game, our reward system releases dopamine. But here's where the problem starts. When it releases dopamine, it literally connects the circuit to your brain that, oh yeah, you should keep doing that thing again and again. That's why people keep becoming it. And the sad thing about that is, when you keep doing these high dopamine inducing activities, like when you swallowed the fucking sweetie and you smoked your fucking weed, when you've jacked off, the dopamine level is so high that it fries the dopamine receptors. And then you cannot even enjoy the real life anymore. That's why so many people these days have this nihilistic feeling. That's why so many people just keep smoking their fucking weed, or keep playing video games, keep scrolling on social media. Because the only time they do get the little bit of pleasure, even though their dopamine receptors are fried, technically they're not working, but they do emit this little bit of pleasure, just a little bit. The purpose of the dopamine receptors was to do the hard work. It was to make the hard work feel satisfying. Like when you go talk to that woman, when you're doing some hard work, when you're working on your business, when you're going to go hit that workout, that's when dopamine is supposed to be released. But these evil companies, they have hijacked our dopamine by putting shit into the fucking food, by these fucking technology and these fucking drugs or whatever, alcohol, whatever the fuck. These things release so much dopamine in our brain that it literally numbs and fries it. That's when addictions happen. That's the reason these modern these modern things, these modern addictions are so cutthroat. You do get the momentary high, but as you do them, your life becomes significantly worse and worse and worse. Another sad thing is, when I've seen some studies, what I'm citing is from study. I'm not gonna fucking cite the studies in the comments. Shut the fuck up. Go look up the studies yourself. Another sad thing is, these things also alter our brain, like the size and shape of our brain, and also the neural pathways. That it literally starts giving you pleasure only when you induce in that certain activity. And it also forces you. That's why people experience withdrawal symptoms. That's why if a person quits smoking, or let's say some drug or alcohol, they experience the withdrawal system. That's their reward system forcing them to go take that thing so that it can feel the dopamine pleasure again. Because it cannot anymore, because they've numbed their dopamine. They don't feel pleasure from everyday activities. Because as normal human, you're supposed to feel pleasure just by even taking a walk in nature. And that's one of the reasons people, even after trying to quit, keep going back to these things. Because their normal life feels shit. They don't feel any pleasure anymore from normal day-to-day activities. And that's the reason they keep going back to it. Now we've covered why addictions happen, what's actually the scientific reason behind them. Now I'm going to teach you how to break them. First of all, I'm not gonna fucking recommend you some fucking basic ass bullshit. Go seek therapy. Go get some professional help. That's some cute pussy shit. Cause, bitch, if you're watching a video like this, you're probably not gonna go get therapy. Let's be fucking real here. If you're watching this video, you are not gonna get therapy. Imagine fucking talking to a therapist. Oh, I have a porn addiction. I vap. I do this. You're probably not gonna do that, bitch. The cute pussy advice is the fucking normal advice all these people online give is, oh, go seek therapy. You're not gonna do that. First of all, therapies don't even work. The fucking therapists are fucking scam. Imagine some guy struggling with alcohol or smoking. He goes, oh, I'm struggling with this, help me. Yeah, they just fucking talk you over. They put you in some, like, what is that fucking sober zone, like assessment zone? What is that fucking place? They put you in some center, right? Drug addiction center, where they remove the drug, but when they release you from the fucking addiction center, you are gonna go back to that environment and you are gonna get addicted again. So what's the fucking use of that? That's like throwing the fucking junk food out of your home and being like, oh yeah, I've quit being fat, I've quit sugar. Or fucking just hiding the junk food. I can't see you. That's not gonna work. First we need to like understand why is this addiction thing happening. And the basic thing we can boil it down to is you must have a bad mental health. Actually, I'm gonna give you 3 things. These are the 3 things we're gonna be focusing on: mental health, mindfulness, and social connections. Let's go first on to mental health. Imagine a person has good mental health. He's happy, he's fulfilled, he's really happy and pleased with his life. Do you think he's gonna be struggling with quitting alcohol or just fucking addicted with smoking or whatever the fuck? Do you think he's gonna be addicted to that? Of course not. Because he's enjoying his real life, he's making progress, he's fulfilled. Of course he's not going to be addicted, bro, because he has good mental health. He's grateful, he's happy to be alive. He's not going to do that. And there's another person who has bad mental health. He's too stressed. He has depression, anxiety. He feels anxious all the time. He's depressed. Of course he's going to, like, there is no chance. This guy's not going to stand any chance of trying to quit that. So what's going to help for the first guy? For the first point for you, improve your mental health. I have a full mental health improvement video. You can click on the card that's gonna pop up right now. and I'll link you to that video. The second one is your mindfulness. So mindfulness is basically you being conscious of your being in the present moment. Let's just say that, because some people don't understand what mindfulness is. And meditation improves your mindfulness, and it gives you impulse control. When you think about it, that's literally like a fucking $1 million thing. Impulse control, your ability to control giving on to any of the impulses that you get. That's what mindfulness does to you. And meditation also increases your gray matter. When you indulge into these addictions, they reduce the gray matter in your brain, bro. That's how fucking dangerous. Imagine they're literally like they're killing a part of your brain. They're killing the gray matter in your brain. Like that's how fucking scary they are, bro. Meditation does the opposite. It increases the gray matter in your brain. That's the most. And I can make a fucking 2-hour video on mindful meditation, bro. If you're struggling with quitting anything, meditation is gonna fix that. If you're struggling with procrastinating, meditation is gonna fix that. Meditation, like, I can make a 2-hour video on that, man. It literally gives you impulse control and make you mindful, and you'll be happy. You're not gonna have these fucking negative thoughts that fucking ruin your day. So you need to start meditating. I also have a video on that. Click on the card that's gonna pop up. And third is your social connections and your relationships and your family. Imagine we need to go into this rat experiment. I don't remember the name of the scientist, but there was a Krepler rat experiment. And in one of the experiments, they put like heroin or cocaine in one of the rat's cell. And they just trapped the rat in this box and kept giving him this cocaine. The rat was addicted to it. And in another experiment, they made like a good park and kept like a lot of rats around the rat. And then they left the cocaine in the rat's corner. Let's just say the rat's corner. The rat was not addicted to it. Why? Because the other rat had a social, good environment. He had other rats to communicate with. It's the same with you. If you're literally struggling with one of these addictions, I highly believe that you don't have a good social environment. Because imagine if you were social, if you were lively, if you were happy and fulfilled, you would not be struggling with being addicted. You are missing some part that's missing in your life. That's why you're addicted to these substances. I know it's a hard step to fucking take back from stop being addicted to these things. I hope someone made a video for younger Beamy. This could have helped me, honestly, if someone made a video like this. If you're out there struggling with addictions, I'm sorry it's happening to you. But I know you can make it. Scroll down right now and click on the subscribe button. Also turn the post notification button if you want to see more videos from an unconventional small YouTuber. I post pretty informational videos on masculinity, self-improvement, and dating, and blah 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 blah. I can also provide self-improvement personal coaching, which will help you get on a dopamine detox and get rid of all these toxic modern addictions and live like the unconventional life. Scroll down right now and click on the link. Take care, stay hard.